just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field.
Being on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Baby on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm with it, not even a little bit. Hold on, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold unheard. Going through it, we can do it on the turn.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop. Third, they need 8. Off the play fake, Purdy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
52 blue. Ready?
Off play action now. It's Gabriel. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. Good physical run. He'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Yellow.
Out of the gun, Gabriel. That is caught by the tight end. Harold Bennett. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The drive starts with with a carry by McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's inside the 25. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
A dive, and he's in. The two-point conversion is successful.
Set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
7-yard line.
Ready.
It starts with a run by Judkins. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Ready.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Set. Ready. 45. Watch. Ready.
They run it once more with Judkins. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns first down.
First down.
Here we go.
First
Here we
and
go.
10 at the 48-yard
Yellow.
line.
22. Field. Black. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready. Ready. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Gabriel. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gabriel. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage,
Ready.
make you work for everything you get.
60 red. 60 red. White. White. Hut. Hut.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Kittle is the man in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11. A run with the man from Louisville, Gridiron. Finds an alley to the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. One more time, it's Gridiron. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the group.
He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And they would get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up.
Kittle is the man in motion.
Conversion.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro outs to kick it away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Blue, triple, 38. Ready?
On first down, Gabriel. This is caught down that right sideline. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Browns. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. And the Browns move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. Half midfield. Look at him go. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own. Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6. But when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field. And they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready.
Third and long. And here's Gabriel. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in. but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. On play action, here's Purdy. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Purdy gonna give this to Gridiron. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's looking free. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearson. And he's going to have a Niners first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
2nd and inches. Kittle is the man in motion. That's the man Morgan. This is Jordan James. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining until halftime. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. He will score again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. His big game continues. His third touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Purdy and the 49ers will try to get two more.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Come on, set.
On first down, Gabriel going deep downfield for Judy. And he will score. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second touchdown of this first half.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Three-point, all that separates these two sides as half number two kicks off. Now return coming from the 7th. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Gabriel now on first down. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
3 yards. That's good for the Browns.
Ready, ready, put.
From the gun, here's Gabriel. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
24-yard line.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Yellow, 22, set.
Again, it's Gabriel. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now Watkins on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. caught. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Just backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Play fake. Now it's Purdy, and that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy, and the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Here we go. Ready?
On play action, it's Gabriel. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. 52 blue. Hey, green. Fury, yellow.
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Set, ready. 10 black. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
To the air again is Gabriel. This one is caught by Addison. And he's into the end zone. Jordan Addison. Touchdown Browns. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First and 10 for Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under.
That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy going to put it up again. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this one in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their...
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg, it's Gabriel. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 60 ready.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Down.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
Brings up second and 1.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
On the set.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Out of the gun, Gabriel. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the
Their head
ready.
coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. We'll go for 2. Now it's Gabriel. And he will get into the end zone and put the lead up by 2 more.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Play action now. Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Escaping to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Ready. Ready. Strikers. Let's go now. Red 38. Drill green. Blue strikers. Ready.
Here's Gabriel now on second down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Purdy on 1st down. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the 49ers.
Again in the air for Purdy. That one, take it in. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Here comes Ford on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
And they're on the 24-yard line.
Down. Set.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
4-yard line.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Yellow. 22. Steel. Black. Ready.
From the gun, here's Gabriel. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set.
Throwing again is Gabriel. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Ready.
39-yard line.
30. Ready.
On the handoff, Judkins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Taken down.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Blue striker. Ready. Ready.
Looking to throw is Gabriel. Quick throw here is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down.
Set. Hut. Drill. Grit 50. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
45. Wide. Hut.
They snap it to Gabriel. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Kittle is the man in motion. He'll run. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. To throw, Purdy. This one complete to Watkins. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal is not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Brown's going to use the first of their timeouts here as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Now, second and goal.
Outside. Watch out.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go, set. 52 blue, green jack. Red, cycle.
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Going deep downfield for Judy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Gabriel. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Okay, ready?
10 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Gabriel. He'll try to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the lines, and it's fourth down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long.
Ready?
Gabriel to throw again. And they had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are right back in this one.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country to get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.